Morning. In this Albert tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and show you the different types of data and information you can get from your students completing assignments. There's actually a lot of information you can collect. So the way I go ahead and navigate to that is I'm going to go to my classes, and then you'll see every class that you've created. Just from the very beginning, you can see a general overview of how your students are doing in their particular assignments. This information is collected directly from the topic that you picked. When you create your classes, you pick the discipline or disciplines. You can pick multiple ones. Every single student that completes assignment, in my example, AP Government, that general information will be provided here. So if a student goes in another class and practices an AP Government question, that information will be shown here. But really the information that we want to see is for a given particular assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on test class. You can see I have one student enrolled. I get a general overview of how students are doing in here. You'll see, example, Kyle Clapper is struggling. He's answered 6 total questions from assignments. He's got a 50% raw accuracy. You will see a lot more information once you get all your students here. Now again, you can organize your classes by section by having period 1, period 2, or you can just have them all grouped together so you get a general overview. It's completely up to you how you organize your classes. Now if I want to see data that talks about a particular assignment, I'm going to go ahead and click on Assignments, and you'll see the list of my assignments here. I've only had one assignment fully completed, and that's assignment 1 that I put in the title, due August 22nd. In this screen, you will see every single question or every single student that has taken it, whether it was an on-time submission or if it was late. You'll see their grade, their percent grade, and we'll see their accuracy. Okay. I can download the file in CSV. Don't use Excel. That doesn't work currently. But this will give you the same information in an Excel format. From this screen, I can also click on the individual student, and I can see the questions, the topic of the question, how long it took for them to answer, and whether they got it correct or not. Okay. I can also go ahead and go back, and I can go to questions, and I can see on average how students are doing. Again, I've only had one student in here, so I really don't have a lot of data, but I can see average time. Like, man, it really took on average these students a long time on this question, and they scored really poor. So maybe I should come back and look at that information more closely. And I can do that for any one of these assignments, okay? Templates you really don't have to worry about because there's no data on a template, only on assignments, okay? I can also go back and I can check on my individual students by going to Students and then clicking on the students that will all show here. Every student will either be struggling, passing, proficient, excellent, or mastery. And I can click on that student here, and I can get a general overview of questions answered, when they answered them on the dates, accuracy, the total time that they are taking on different things. And again, this is not simply on assignments. This is on the subjects. So if a student goes to subjects, and again, as I told you before, they're locked out of assignment questions. But if they go ahead and they want to work on public programs and they start, practicing these questions by clicking on that and hitting practice, that information will show here. It will show all that information here. If students go and practice these questions, maybe they're practicing for AP Art History, and they click on it, they want to practice art of ancient Near East. They click here, they do some practice questions. I'm not an expert on this, and they click on that, view explanation. They can see why it's wrong, and you see it's a wealth of information. Okay, and those types of things will show up within the class once they submit them. Okay. Again, this is, again, a great resource to see the different information on how they're doing. You can also, like I said, you can see it through here. You can see how students on average have done and time spent in creating this and in completing this assignment, particularly for Kyle Clapper. There's a lot of different things they do and a lot of things that I might not be covering in these tutorials, and things may change on how the data is presented. And if it does come, I will go ahead and create new tutorials. But by all means, if you have any questions on how to use Albert and how to use it in your classroom, please don't hesitate to email me. Thank you.